report just coming in. Bombshell report just coming in. We will explain to you everything in details and talk about two different topics today. Both are obviously related with Meghan and Harry. But we have seen this individual, Meredith Maines. She is the head of communication for Meghan and Harry, or for Archwell. She was sent for the secret peace talk, as we have seen photos getting leaked on Daily Mail. She was sent, the whole thing got public, and Meghan and Harry, they got called out by all of us for this hypocritical behavior of telling the monarchy that they want to go back to the monarchy in the royal family fold. On the other hand, in public telling everybody they have nothing to do and the palace did not treat them well. So two different faces. And rightly so, people did call them out. Then this happened. So what is a bombshell? Now there is this insider information coming at the moment, guys, where Meghan and Harry, they are now blaming Meredith Maines, who held that secret peace talk with the king's communication staffer or secretary, whichever we want to call it. They are blaming this individual, again, Meredith Maines, their head of communication, for the fallout, for not being able to handle the situation professionally. Meghan, Harry, they always put the blame on someone else. They do not take any blame, any responsibility. In this case, she is now under tremendous pressure from Meghan and Harry for not handling the whole situation in such a way where it will appear that it is the palace who are interested and Meghan and Harry had nothing to do with that secret peace talk. You understand my point? Therefore, there is now this insider information coming that Meredith Maines could be fired. She could be fired. Why? Because of these two faults, she is the one to be blamed. Now I want you to take a listen at this particular video, then I'll explain more and share with you more bombshells.
And so we know what's happened so far. We know that the meetings happened. We've had this report about the diary being shared. What do you think, what do you expect may happen with this situation now down the line in terms of Harry coming here, him having face-to-face possibly with the king?
I think he's trying to get reconciliation before the king goes. I mean, he did obviously say in that BBC interview, I don't know how much longer my father has left, and obviously dropped a bunch more bombshells in that interview. It wasn't that long ago, so it's kind of crazy now that they're trying to share diary slots and trying to figure out how he can kind of get back in with the royal fold, because Queen Elizabeth II did say, you can't have it both ways. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out royals. I don't want that. And I think that this is really betraying what she wanted for them. They need to choose. I just don't agree with this hybrid situation. They're like typical millennial royals who want to do like gig economy jobs in the royal family or something. I don't exactly know what their whole plan is. It's a very confused strategy. And I do agree that they've got a better...
After this secret peace talk, when Meghan and Harry, they denied having any involvement with that particular peace talk, Harry came out in public. Now, this is not something he kept private. He said to the family, to the palace, from now on, I am going to be sharing my diary with you guys. Why you think he would do that? If he was never looking for reconciliation, if he was never secretly trying to get back into the royal family because he's so miserable, why would he want to share that particular diary he mentioned with the royal family? So now it all adds up.
So what we have again, and I find the timing of this pretty extraordinary, is Harry and Meghan effectively criticizing the British royal family again, which goes completely against what they promised in this peace summit that they would do. But I guess they just can't help themselves. I mean, Harry's trying to say he's the victim of the establishment. I mean, it's astonishing. He's a prince.
He does whine, we know that. it is not Meredith Main, the communication director or secretary, whichever you call. Meredith Main is not the only victim in this secret peace talk fiasco. It is also the palace, as Dan Wooden, he just mentioned that Harry is blaming also the monarchy, the palace, for not treating him well, for not taking care of his wife, Meghan Markle.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle leaked this. King Charles, how long had I been warning you? Do not play their game. Do not bring these two traitors back into the fold, because it's only going to get out. And sure enough, just days after those initial peace talks, which I don't think should be taking place anyway, the front page of the Mail on Sunday splashes the details, bylined by a reporter called Charlotte Griffiths, who has spent the past few months, let's be totally honest, doing Prince Harry's bidding.
Okay, this is another dimension to all of this, and that is that Prince Harry, he wants to hold a peace talk with the king, but that has to be on his own terms, and that has to be before the king expires, and that has to be kept completely private or hidden from William's knowledge. These are some of the other things that you really have to understand to see the whole picture.
We're hearing that actually Meghan Markle has said to Harry an ultimatum: you go back to Britain, you do more and more appearances, public appearances in Britain, you know, you do some kind of peace deal with the royal family. I, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, I want to be a part of that peace deal. You and I are a team and we go together. Now, if that's the case, if she's saying
Meghan Markle was always part of this. She is now denying. She can deny as much as she wants, but she was always part of it. Now, here is the other news, the other bombshell. As we have seen, Sophie Shanduka, she said she was harassed or bullied by Prince Harry. And we know Prince Harry, he freaked out. His reaction was really disproportionate to the situation unfolding right now. But nevertheless, this is how he reacts. Very childish, whining all the time. Now, this is going to be a huge problem for Meghan Markle. This could be something she would not accept and make her change Harry's decision to leave the charities, the Canterbury charity. Why? Well, according to this report, even though Canterbury charity, they do not by default want any more royal association for their charity organization to run or to operate. Why? Because then they will always have to reach out to a royal if they get associated with them, ask them to do charity work, ask them to sign even on papers. And most of the royal family members, they are too busy, especially Princess Catherine and also Prince William. They have really booked up their schedule and all that. So by default, they want to run it without any royal association. However, there is now this report coming from insider information that Canterbury charity, Sophie Shanduka, they are now reaching out to William and Catherine for them to help this charity organization, because when they pitch in, and if they do, I don't personally think William and Catherine will be interested, but if they do pitch in to be part of Canterbury charity organization, then they will most likely raise more funds, more donations and things like that. All the good stuff will happen. But Canterbury right now is trying their best to convince William and Catherine to be part of the team. And if they do agree, let's say they agree, okay, let's say that they agree, and according to Meghan Markle, I think she's fearful that that will happen, that William and Catherine's name will be attached with the charity organization because Harry left. Then it is going to be a huge blow for Meghan's PR, Harry's PR, because then people will think, well, these two, Meghan and Harry, they're absolute failures. They cannot handle a charity organization. Look who is handling now, William and Catherine. That's not something Meghan Markle would want to happen. But guys, this is where it is heading right now. So the secret peace talk, they're blaming on Meredith Main for everything. And with the charity organization, it is a complete and utter failure on their part. And now things are just spiraling out of control for them. Gina, a Royal Australian, Janet, thank you guys for your comments. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.